Hi, my name is Mackenzie Wagman, and Global News recently did a story on me and my spine condition known as Bertolotti syndrome. I've been asked since that video was aired kind of what was the purpose of reaching out, and I guess what I'm expecting to be done now that the story's kind of out there. I guess what kind of led me to reaching out to the media and stuff like that was I was injured 4 years ago. I've had multiple failed spine surgeons here in Saskatchewan. There's nobody in Canada who can treat the condition that I have. I'm looking to get funding from the government. I've had my surgeon send in letters to see if they'll get the approval, as he doesn't believe there's anything more he can do for me. They all ultimately said that they cannot approve it until I continue to seek out options in Canada. So I am now waiting to go and see other surgeons throughout Canada and Alberta and whatnot. The issue I have with that is I'm not the only one suffering with this condition. There's about 100 of us throughout Canada, all across the provinces, and we're all having the same issue and not being able to find a surgeon who is able to treat us or who has the experience in treating Bertolotti syndrome itself. It makes it very hard to try and live every day and continue to find somebody in your country when there is nobody who has treated this or has any experience with it. The reason I need the funding is now that I've had the procedures done here, they've ultimately left me in a worse condition. I have other issues with my spine, and I need to go and pay now $125,000 to $200,000 depending on where I go in the States to have this surgery revised. I've tried to reach out to Premier Scott Moe, other ministers from the health region and Ministry of WCB. I've tried to reach out to MLAs locally. I've spoken to a local MP, and you can't get a hold of these people. I've tried over and over for the last few years to try and get in touch with these people, and the process is, it's just impossible to get in contact with them. The longer I'm untreated, the worse off my spine is going to get, and the more mental effect this is going to have on me. In the last 4 years, I'm a totally different person. What I was before my injury was outgoing, happy, always doing something, and since this, my life has flipped upside down. I'm unable to do anything. I'm depressed. I'm usually quite miserable just because of everything that's gone on, and mentally I'm not doing well. I've reached out to see if I can get some treatment and therapy for that, which is recently started and which has been long overdue. I don't know what else to do. The other thing I have an issue with is the health region and WCB and the government continues to put me through this path and the treatment plan that they want, and it's ultimately leading me to be in a worse position, and it's just a never-ending process of doing the same thing over and over again. I really need to get this figured out so I can get my life back. My family and I have lost out on so many years that we'll never get back. We've sold vehicles, we've done anything that we can just to stay afloat and pay the bills and just kind of live our life, and it's become to a point where I'm sick of being treated as a number, and I just want to be treated as a person and get the proper care and help that I believe as a citizen I'm entitled to. I've done everything, the multiple procedures and whatnot, and they just haven't worked. It's time that I get sent somewhere so I can get properly treated. And another thing that really bothers me is all the people that I've had to deal with for the last 4 years. There's no repercussions or there's no accountability held from anybody. They get to continue to move on with their life, do what they want, play with their kids, do whatever. And even if they don't follow policies or procedures or whatever it may be, nothing happens to them. My life has been played with for the last 4 years, and I'm sick of it. I need something to be done, and I am begging for help. Hey, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to listen to the video that I just made, and I will be making a longer video kind of explaining a little more in detail what has happened over the past 4 years with the injury and the health system and just everything as whole. I'm not sure if anybody's interested in that, but it will be out there one of these days. Thanks.